poisons, poisons and traps of the enemy. Okay? Poisons and traps of the enemy sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons type of scenario. But you know what? We're going through murky waters, man. We're going through the poisons. We're drinking them. They're beaming through it. Bzing, bzing, bing, bzing, 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 bzing. And we're avoiding the traps. We're walking. Boom, boom, boom. Planted. 2 feet. Steady. Base. Grounded. Here's a trap. Avoid it. Bzing. Right? Traps are everywhere, man. Poisons are everywhere these days. So what I want to talk to you guys about is what subtle, inconspicuous ways are we being poisoned? Are we following to the traps of the enemy? So I'm going to mention a few, I'm just going to riff them off. And I also want you guys to put some down below because listen, man, this is, we got to be ninjas. We got to go into guerrilla warfare right now. We have to attack when the enemy is weak because guess what? We're small in number and the enemy is very strong. And when they're strong, we got to avoid. We got to be bobbing and weaving, okay? We got to make sure to get our minds right, stay sharp. And so what I'm going to tell you is some of the ways that I think a man and his spirit can be poisoned, okay? So the first one being, I think that friends can be very poisonous without knowing it. And what I've realized is that if you're hanging around friends that do not really support you, do not really care about being honest with one another, they don't really care about lifting each other up or creating a culture of strength within that group, then guess what? Well, it's going to probably pull you down. A lot of these groups are going to be focused on a sort of hedonistic lifestyle. It's going to be focused on just getting together and having as much pleasure as possible, okay? And that's fine here and there, I believe, but I think that it limits you because as a man, you got to keep challenging yourself, man. You got to keep aiming for big things, for greatness. You want to keep introducing new challenges, novel experiences that mold you. You want to focus on mastering something, and it's very hard to do when your friends just want to do the same. They're on this hedonistic treadmill, and they limit you. So their mindset begins to limit yours, and your mindset begins to limit everyone else's. And so you're all just holding each other down, okay? So one of the things you can do is just begin to leave your current friend groups. I made a joke the other day with my family. I was like, yeah, every 10 years I get rid of my friends. They're like, what? But there's some truth to that. Every so often, you should look at who you're hanging around with the most. And you should begin to see, is that person making me feel good? Am I uplifting them? Are they uplifting me? Are we actually doing things that we want to do? Am I being limited from all the naysaying in my group? Am I not trying new things? Am I not pushing myself? Am I not sticking to my values and really building myself up? And if the answer is no, then man, you need to walk away. Because how much longer are you going to go on living like this, being limited? So I would say walk away. You don't owe anyone anything. You can make new friends. You have no obligation just because you've known people for a long time. Walk the hell away. That's it. You don't got to call. You don't got to text. That's it. Okay? Just walk away. That's all you got to do. Okay? So poisonous friends with a limiting mindset, and they don't really care to take risk. You feel weakness when you're around them. So the next thing I believe is what you could call irony poisoning. A sense of you have insincerity in your life. You're poisoned by irony. You're poisoned by too much knowledge, and now you get sort of cynical in life. You become a cynic, and what happens? You take on a very either negative worldview or just I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about anything. Apathy usually can be very prevalent in your life. You're apathetic. You just feel like nothing matters. Anything you do, nothing really matters. So you start to be very sarcastic. You start to always joke. Nothing, you don't take anything too seriously. And this actually poisons you over time. That's why, like, I love when Miyamano Musashi in the book Sun and Steel says, man, the books, just stop reading the books. That's paraphrasing, but he pretty much says that. Stop reading books. Get out in the sun, lift some weights. Because poisoning yourself with too much knowledge makes you think too much. It also makes you think that you know everything and you don't know shit. You actually don't have a clue what's going on. And what I've seen in a lot of modern men is that, especially with the internet, is that we get to a place where we think we're enlightened, we know so much, we become sort of real life trolls. We start being very sarcastic. We start everything's ironic. Everything is meaningless. And this is what is this? This is like nihilism, right? This is nihilism coming into our life, and it's our way of coping. We become insincere. We're afraid to actually say that we don't know. We try to appear superior with all of our knowledge and all of our knowing, but it's not really wisdom. Okay, it's not knowing, man. It's not wisdom. We may repeat, but it's not knowing deep down. It's not wisdom. Okay, and so I really think that the cure to this is to just be more sincere with other people, to relax, to be sincere, to stop acting like a know-it-all, to stop acting like you got everything figured out. I also would stop watching constant video, taking in information just for the sake of thinking that that's going to make you somehow successful. More information doesn't equal better outcome. It just doesn't. Like if you're not actually processing it, digesting it, understanding it, using it for your cause, to enhance your cause and to progress, what the hell is all this information coming in for? It's just going to confuse you. Okay? And if it makes you jaded, then you need to take a step back from the world of books and theory and you need to get into real life, man. Skin in the game. You need to get out into real life, talk to people, and stop thinking that you need to take all these pills and always be based and all this BS, man. This is all BS. We're grown-ass men. All right? No more pills, bro. No more pills. Red pill, blue pill, purple pill, golden pill, orange pill, whatever pill you want. Just stop taking the damn pills, all right? We're on that monk mode, so we don't need all these pills. And I'm telling you, listen, I know I'm joking, but all of these sayings and stuff is just putting you in a little box. It's putting you into a little box. And you're going to digest one theory, and now you're going to apply that same lens to every single area of your life. That now whenever a woman does this, you're always going to be looking at it through the lens of the red pill. And you're going to be questioning yourself, oh, she's doing this? What does the red pill say? What do the people on the forum say? What did my red pill coach say? What the hell, man? What do I do with this? It's like, come on, man. Chill out. Be a man. Just calm down. Assess the situation. This is your life. Most of the time you're dealing with a lot of confusion because you don't have real skin in the game, because you don't embrace it from a place of knowing and wisdom. You embrace it from a place of someone else on some stupid forum telling you how to act, telling you how to behave, telling you what's going to make you happy. All right. Sometimes you just need to suffer and die, and you're going to suffer before you die. But sometimes you really need to suffer. That's it. You just have to embrace suffering. Okay, and many of us don't want to do that, but that's the best teacher. No amount of questions online, no about this and that. You got to sometimes go through the hard breakup, realize you were being a little bitch, realize that you were not being true to yourself, and then go back and be like, okay, I see. Next, I'm going to keep moving on, just make myself better. No anger, no hatred, no resentment for anyone. I'm just going to make myself better. Okay, I'm going to take full responsibility. So that's that. Irony poisoning. Hyper awareness, thinking that you're more aware than everyone else. You can pick up on everyone else's body language. You're kind of like being autistic. You're kind of like, no, hyper awareness. Like, just calm down. Take some magnesium. All right, take a bunch of magnesium glycinate. Okay, magnesium taurate, magnesium citrate, whatever you can afford. Glycinate is probably the best. I highly recommend taking magnesium. I recommend you get out and you walk in the morning, man. Okay, you move your body a little bit. Stop being tense by sitting down all the time. And by the way, I know I'm sounding a little bit rough and harsh, but listen, guys, I just want you the best for you. I know I'm sick of hearing about all of this toxic poisoning that's going on. the jadedness, the cynicism. It's not good. We're warriors. Okay? We're hyper boring. We got to stop this nonsense. So the next one, I think you can be poisoned by needing and loving women. And a lot of that, look at how your relationship with your mom is. Because if your relationship with your mom is terrible and you hate your mom, I guarantee you probably hate a bunch of women. You probably resent women. You have contempt for them. So forgive your mom. Seriously, like go to your mom, say, Mom, I love you. Come here. You're an alcoholic, you're drunk. Come here. Give your mom a hug, okay? You know, your mom, you're fucking crazy. It's okay, I love you. Here, you know, give her a hug. Because your relation with her is going to affect everything else. If you're angry at your mom, that's going to affect you everywhere else, man. If you're angry at your mom hates your dad, how are you going to love your dad? She's been talking BS about your dad for the last 10 years. How are you going to love your dad? And have that stoic man impact your life. No, your mom has made her way into your life, into your soul, and it's probably affecting you. You got a lot of anxiety, you got a lot of resentment, you get anger, you get stingy around everyone. It's like, man, if I could go and see my mom again, I would be like, Mom, I love you, I'm sorry. Not me, I'm sorry, but listen, I am so grateful for you, but I forgive you for being, judging other people. I forgive you for being crazy, all right? But I love you. Give her a little kiss on the forehead, send her off. And that's that, man. So, but again, back to women, this bugs the hell out of me, man. This guy on this channel, I'm not gonna say his name, but he recently committed suicide. Okay, committed suicide. I heard that he committed suicide, and it was based off of a breakup. Now imagine being so attached to a woman and her validation, that security, that warmth, that feel good from a woman, that you go ahead and off yourself when she decides to break up with you, if she cheats on you. That you can never tie your worth to a woman. And rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace. I'm gonna take a moment of silence for you. But I'm telling you guys, never let a woman into your life and get that damn attached. What are you doing? You're a man. What are you doing? Men are not supposed to be like this, okay? Just look at it, man. We're not supposed to be like this. We're not supposed to be this. It's like we've been trained that we need women. We think that's the highest thing. We think it's like, oh man, this is life. You know, you're getting constant sex. A lot of you were waiting to get sex, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I would wait a good while. I didn't have sex until I was 21. Okay? I didn't have sex until I was 21. 2021, I think, around there. And I thought, man, it's no big deal, man. It's no big deal. Stop getting impatient. Stop getting resentful. It's no big deal. Okay? And when you do get it, you're just going to it's like putting that IV, that drip in. That constant, now you got on a blankie. You got a little blankie. Okay? It's like any other drug. You got a little adult blankie. Just like it's that comfort. Oh, you constant sex. Oh, I'm needed. Yeah, baby, you love me. Yeah. It's like, come on, man. We're grown men. This is not the epitome of our life. This isn't the peak. You're supposed to keep your eyes on God. You're supposed to keep your eyes on something bigger, on a bigger vision. You're supposed to be a leader, help your community, not just have one woman that you give all your energy to. And she takes you off your path. Man, you can't put too much focus on the woman or you're going to be led astray. Because if you don't put your eyes on God, put your eyes on the woman's going to lead you off the narrow path. All right? She's going to lead you off the narrow path. Many of us are walking on the really broad path, though. We don't care about this narrow path. We're on the broad path. The hedonistic treadmill. Anything goes, man. Anything goes. We don't really care. And guess what? When you're on the broad path and you start to stumble around, you don't even know. You don't fall off because you're on the broad path. Everyone's on the broad path. You know, it's a party on here. So get back on the narrow road, because you can tell when you start to stumble on the narrow road. You can tell what corrupts your soul, what brings you into ruin. You can tell. Okay, the narrow road gives you hints. Okay, it gives you hints. You hit that bumper on the narrow road. It's like, all right, red alert, get back. You have a little bit of anxiety. What are you doing wrong? Stop being a shithead. You know, stop. You know, you feel it in your body when you're going off the path. Listen to that. Listen to it, man. Okay, so don't be poisoned. And it's not the woman's fault, it's our fault for giving so much power. But it's a great great thing. Women are beautiful. Women are awesome. Great part of a man's life. And women love us too, you know. Man is a part of it. I would say anyone, don't put so much focus on needing a relationship, on needing someone. Just live your life, have fun with your life. Share that with someone else. Enjoy it, love it, but it's not all you've been lied to, man. So it's kind of unlearning those things. Okay? And if you have any questions, you know, obviously everyone's in a different place. Everyone, nothing applies. Again, even what I'm saying, it's looking through a certain lens. Be careful, okay? If it doesn't apply to your life, don't use it, man. Don't use it. If it's not how you want to live, don't use it. Okay, but I just want to point out some of these traps and these poisons. So let's move on. You know, it's normal to get frustrated. I got to tell you guys that it's normal to have low self-esteem. I have low self-esteem sometimes. I don't always. I honestly, I don't even. It's just like life has humbled me. I'm disenchanted with life, man. I know how hard it can be. I don't think I'm the shit. I don't think I'm smart. Like, dude, life can humble you. You may have optimism now, but when your optimism gets tested and tested again, you start to lose optimism. When it doesn't reach the peak. I know a lot of guys hit me up. They're like, man, I always think. I'm in my early 20s. I always think about the future. I get so pumped up. I'm like, man, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And it's okay. It's okay to have a bit of ego. It's okay to think you're gonna be great, but make sure you're taking action, making sure you're making small steps. You're doing the small things first. Because if you just are mentally masturbating about this giant thing all the time and all you're gonna do in the future, all you're going to accomplish, you're gonna get disenchanted. Life's gonna come up and just wallop you upside the head, man. It's gonna say, hey, settle down. All right. So be humble. But what I'm saying here too is another thing is it's very normal to experience sadness. It's very normal to be off your game. It's normal not to feel the high thumos. It's normal to feel like you're going crazy, to experience depression. It's normal to have anxiety, man. It's normal. We're all having this. It's normal to get frustrated and just like, you know, like, man, why isn't that girl paying me attention? Or why aren't that job calling me back? That's all normal. Okay, it's normal to feel like everything's meaningless. It's normal to go through bouts of deep sadness and frustration. And I'm telling you, many of us are so locked into this mindset of if whatever's going on now is not me being happy and sugar cubes and gumdrops and roses, then something's wrong with me. And that was never really a thing, man, because life is long. Life is very long, and there's different seasons. It says in the Bible, there's a time and place for everything. There's a season for everything. A season to cry, a season to be happy, a season to mourn, a season to dance. There's a time for this and that. And many of us are thinking we're somehow messed up, and that's poisoning us because we're not messed up. We're not messed up at all. It's a season. You can't always be on top, man. You can't always be happy and positive. It's just not the way it is. I'm not like that. Don't expect yourself to be. Anyone who tells you is lying. Anyone tells you, and it seems that way, okay, but there's a season for everything. And seasons happen over months. Yeah, there may even be months. We're going into fall. The leaves are falling. Things are dying. The snow's coming. It's getting cold. Same with our life. Sometimes you just go through seasons where everything feels dying. Everything feels like it's withering away. Okay? All you can do is kind of hold on. You try to do the bare minimum to get yourself up, to get back on the path, okay, to get right with God, to have peace in your life. That's really all you gotta do, man. That's really all you gotta do. All this stressing out, comparing yourself to other people, worrying all the time. That's not you. That's not you. It's not how you're meant to live. Okay? So I'm telling you, just realize that. There's seasons. You gotta play the long game. The long game. Like you're like 10 years, man. What is 10? What's a decade? A decade is 500 weeks, roughly, you know, a little over 500 weeks. That's a long time. 10 years, 500 weeks. That's a long time. If you have one bad week, if you got 50 bad weeks, play the long game. All right? It'll pass. Whatever you're going through is going to come to a close. It's going to end. There's going to be better times. There's also going to be sad times. There's going to be times where you need to reach out for help. There's going to be times where you need to be honest. There's going to be times when you need to walk away from people. There's going to be times when you got to get up and make a move. Sometimes there's going to be times you got to grab your nuts, make something happen. Do some uncomfortable stuff. Challenge yourself a bit more. Break the status quo. Break the routine you've been living in, man. That's the only way. Okay? So, the last thing, stop poisoning yourself with music. If you find yourself sad, don't listen to sad music. Okay? That's a hidden one. Shout out to Tyler in the Monk Mode group, by the way, for bringing that to my attention. But I did an experiment for myself where I did 30 days no music. And my peace grew. No joke, I had more peace than ever. And I only realized this really when I started listening to music again. And now I had these earworms where I had music always in my ear. Even when the music wasn't there, it was just replaying itself. And I could see every music is like a little kind of like a little TED talk or a little message. You can have these little bite-sized messages that are always playing. They're always teaching you how to think. And either they're poisoning you, they're lifting you up. And you may think you listen to uplifting music, but just give it a break, man. Maybe listen, if you're gonna listen to music, try some classical music, okay? Seriously, because that's been shown to raise the vibration. But that's it, guys. That's it. I want to hear from you how you may be poisoned. If you like this talk, if you made it to the end of this video, then make sure to check out the link down below, the new month, the new program that I have, okay, about living the high thumos lifestyle. Me and about 20 other guys get together on a live call. You can see me, directly talk to me. I can talk to you, meet you. If you want to show up on camera, you can. You do not have to. You can just listen in. That's one of the parts of this program. And we also have a Discord. We also have a Facebook group for the Monk Mode Mastermind group. I hope to see you guys in there. We're going to be talking about stuff like this, helping each other. We're going to be working out, getting strong, getting lean, and just pushing ourselves, okay? So if you need a new tribe, you need to get around some men that are on the same narrow road, then get in our group. Click the link down below, and I'll see you in there. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope that you have a good Thursday night. Let's keep it going. High Thumos, gentlemen. I'll see you soon. Peace.